Loss changes life. It breaks the heart. It shakes the soul. It leaves silence behind. Memories flood the mind. Tears fall without asking. The world feels empty. The days feel heavy. The nights feel endless. Everything feels unfinished. Grief is natural. Grief is real. Grief has no clear map. It rises like waves. It falls without warning. It makes us tired. It makes us fragile. It makes us wonder. It makes us search. Healing feels impossible at first. But healing begins quietly. It begins in small steps. It begins with the breath. It begins with acceptance. Not acceptance of pain, but acceptance of reality. That reality is loss. That reality is change. That reality is hard. Hope hides in the shadows. But hope is never gone. Hope whispers softly. It says, "You are not alone." It says, "This pain will soften." It says, "Life still holds meaning." It says, "Love never dies." Healing asks for patience. Healing asks for gentleness. Healing asks for courage. It is not quick. It is not simple. It takes time. It takes space. It takes faith. It takes love. After loss, we remember. We remember voices. We remember faces. We remember laughter. We remember love. Memory is bittersweet. Memory is a gift. Memory is also pain. But memory keeps love alive. The heart needs expression. Speak the pain. Write the pain. Cry the pain. Pray the pain. Holding it inside hurts more. Sharing it opens doors. Sharing it brings connection. Connection heals slowly. Some days are dark. Some days are lighter. Some days surprise us. We smile unexpectedly. We laugh for a moment. We feel alive again. Then guilt creeps in. We ask, am I allowed to feel joy? The answer is yes. Joy does not betray love. Joy does not erase memory. Joy honors the gift of life. Healing grows in meaning. We find new ways. We create small rituals. We light candles. We keep photos. We tell stories. We celebrate birthdays. We whisper prayers. These acts keep bonds alive. Loss teaches us love. It shows the depth of love. It shows the power of love. It shows that love is eternal. Bodies leave. Souls remain. Love endures. Hope lives in gratitude. Gratitude for moments shared. Gratitude for lessons learned. Gratitude for presents once given. Gratitude transforms sorrow. It softens the sharp edges. It brings light into darkness. Healing also means living. Living with intention. Living with compassion. Living with awareness. Living because love continues. The one we lost would want it. They would want us to breathe. They would want us to try. They would want us to rise. Nature helps. The sky heals. The trees comfort. The rivers soothe. The sun warms. The moon listens. The stars remind us. Life continues in cycles. Death is part of life. But love transcends death. Faith guides us. Faith reminds us. Faith lifts us. In prayer, we find strength. In meditation, we find peace. In belief, we find courage. Faith says loss is not the end. Faith says reunion is possible. Faith says love is eternal. Healing requires kindness to self. Rest when tired. Eat when hungry. Walk when restless. Cry when needed. Sleep when possible. Forgive your own pace. There is no rush. There is no right timeline. Grief is personal. Friends are anchors. Family is comfort. Community is strength. Let them hold you. Let them listen. Let them love. Do not hide in silence. Reach when it is hard. Ask when you feel weak. Healing is not meant alone. Loss changes us. We are never the same. But we can grow deeper. We can grow softer. We can grow wiser. We can carry pain with love. We can honor life with action. We can make meaning from suffering. Healing after loss is a journey. It is not straight. It is not easy. But it is possible. Step by step. Breath by breath. Day by day. Hope slowly returns. Healing quietly blooms. Healing after loss is not a straight line. Some days feel heavy. Some days feel light. Some days feel both at once. The heart learns slowly. The mind resists. The body remembers. The soul searches. There are mornings when waking feels hard. The bed feels safer. The world feels distant. Yet even then, a small spark waits. It whispers, rise, even if slowly. Each step forward matters. Even the smallest step counts. Even a breath is progress. Grief has many faces. Sometimes it looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like anger. Sometimes it looks like tears. Sometimes it looks like laughter that feels guilty. All are normal. All are human. Nothing is wrong with how you grieve. The pain you feel proves love was real. Deep loss only comes from deep love. That love does not end. It changes form. It becomes memory. It becomes spirit. It becomes inspiration. It becomes the silent strength that holds you. You do not lose love. You carry love differently. Healing also asks us to honor what we lost. Honor can be found in words. Honor can be found in action. Honor can be found in kindness. When you help others, you carry their legacy. When you speak their name, you keep them alive. When you share their story, you spread their light. Love multiplies when shared. Pain divides when spoken. That is the strange gift of grief. It teaches us the value of connection. It reminds us of the shortness of life. It makes us cherish moments more deeply. It makes us treasure relationships with new care. Even in sorrow, wisdom grows. Even in darkness, light appears. Healing does not mean forgetting. Healing means remembering with less pain. It means looking back and smiling more than crying. It means feeling warmth where there was once only cold. It means walking forward while carrying the past with grace. The heart will always miss. That is love. But the heart can also live again. That is hope. Grief and joy can live together. They do not cancel each other. They weave together like threads. They create a new fabric of life. A fabric made of pain, love, and resilience. This fabric may feel heavy, but it is also strong. It becomes your new strength. After loss, identity shifts. We wonder who we are now. We wonder how to live without them. We wonder what our purpose is. These questions hurt. These questions are normal. Slowly, answers form. Slowly, new meaning grows. Sometimes it comes through work. Sometimes through prayer. Sometimes through service. Sometimes through stillness. Every path is unique. Healing cannot be copied. Healing is personal. But healing always begins with one truth: life is still here. As long as you breathe, there is purpose. As long as you live, there is possibility. The one you lost would want you to live it. Time does not erase pain. Time teaches the heart to hold it differently. At first the pain is sharp. Then it becomes heavy. Then it softens. It never vanishes, but it transforms. It becomes a quiet companion. It becomes a gentle teacher. It becomes part of your story. And that story can inspire others. Pain shared becomes strength shared. Many before you have walked through grief. Many after you will walk through grief. You are not alone in this path. Humanity is built on love, loss, and healing. We are bound together by these truths. When you share your grief, you join a larger circle. That circle holds you. That circle reminds you. That circle whispers, "We understand." Hope is a delicate seed. It does not grow overnight. It grows slowly. It grows with care. It grows with patience. It grows with love. Hope begins in small things. A smile from a friend. A warm cup of tea. A song that touches the heart. A sunrise that paints the sky. A prayer that eases the soul. These moments seem small, but they carry life. They remind you that beauty still exists. They remind you that joy is still possible. They remind you that healing is real. Healing asks for forgiveness too. Forgiveness for words left unsaid. Forgiveness for mistakes made. Forgiveness for time lost. Guilt is heavy, but love is stronger. The one you lost would not want you to carry guilt forever. They would want you free. They would want you whole. They would want you to smile again. Forgive yourself. Release the weight. Carry love, not guilt. Carry memory, not regret. Carry peace, not punishment. Healing also means embracing change. Life after loss is not the same. The path bends. The heart shifts. The mind changes. The future feels uncertain. But change is not always loss. Change can also be growth. Change can open new doors. Change can awaken hidden strength. Change can shape deeper wisdom. The person you are becoming may carry scars, but those scars are proof of survival. They show you lived. They show you loved. They show you endured. Scars do not make you weaker. Scars make you human. Scars make you beautiful in a new way. Grief teaches compassion. It teaches us to see others with softer eyes. It teaches us to hear pain in silence. It teaches us to offer presence without words. Once you have known loss, you can never again take love lightly. You know its value. You know its fragility. You know its depth. And this makes you more compassionate. It makes you more patient. It makes you more kind. Your loss becomes your teacher. And through you, that lesson becomes a gift to others. Healing after loss is not about moving on. It is about moving forward with love. It is about carrying memory with honor. It is about finding new ways to live fully. It is about choosing hope when despair whispers. It is about believing that love is eternal, and death is not the final word. Healing is a slow sunrise. The night is long, but light returns. The pain is deep, but love is deeper. The loss is real, but hope is real too. And in time, your heart will rise again. Healing is a journey that demands courage. It takes courage to face mornings without them. It takes courage to look at photos. It takes courage to revisit places once shared. It takes courage to keep breathing when the heart feels broken. Courage does not mean feeling strong all the time. Courage means choosing to continue even when you feel weak. Courage means standing when you want to fall. Courage means holding hope in trembling hands. Every tear shed is also courage. Every breath taken in grief is courage. Every attempt to smile again is courage. You may not see your strength, but it is there. Strength grows quietly, hidden beneath pain. It becomes visible later. It surprises you when you notice it. One day you look back and see how far you have walked. You see how you survived nights you thought would end you. You see how you kept moving when you wanted to stop. That is strength. That is healing. Healing after loss often feels like starting over. Life feels unfamiliar. Simple things feel strange. Even laughter feels new and awkward. You learn again how to live. You learn how to eat without them at the table. You learn how to walk without their hand in yours. You learn how to dream when your dreams have changed. This learning is painful, but it is also proof of growth. You are shaping a new self. Not forgetting the old, but carrying it with you. You are creating a life that holds both sorrow and hope. This is not weakness. This is resilience. This is what healing looks like. There will be setbacks. Some days will feel like the first day again. Memories will sting. Songs will break you. Anniversaries will feel heavy. The pain may return sharply. But this does not mean healing failed. It means love is still alive in you. It means the heart still remembers. Setbacks are part of the journey. They remind us that grief is not linear. They remind us that love runs deep. Be gentle with yourself on these days. Allow the tears. Allow the silence. Allow the ache. Healing includes these moments too. They are not signs of weakness. They are signs of love. The body also carries grief. It feels tired. It feels heavy. It aches in strange ways. Grief steals sleep. Grief changes appetite. Grief drains energy. Healing requires care for the body. Rest when you can. Walk gently. Drink water. Eat food that nourishes. Care for your body as you care for your soul. The body and the spirit are connected. When one is weak, the other struggles. When one is cared for, the other heals too. Small acts of self-care matter. A warm bath. A slow walk. A quiet nap. These may seem small, but they are medicine. They tell the body it is safe. They tell the soul it is loved. Healing also grows through creativity. Writing helps. Painting helps. Music helps. Gardening helps. Any form of expression becomes a release. It turns pain into beauty. It turns silence into voice. It turns memory into art. Creativity honors grief and transforms it. It creates meaning from loss. It gives the heart a language when words fail. Through creativity, healing finds space to breathe. Community is another medicine. We are not built to grieve alone. Sharing pain with others lightens it. Listening to others reminds us we are not alone. Support groups help. Friends help. Family helps. Even strangers can help when they listen with compassion. Connection heals in ways solitude cannot. Silence isolates. Community uplifts. Healing is a shared process. Lean on others. Let them lean on you. Together, strength multiplies. Faith also deepens in grief. Loss makes us ask questions. Why did this happen? Where are they now? Will I see them again? These questions are not weakness. They are part of the search for meaning. Faith may not give every answer, but it gives comfort. Faith says love never ends. Faith says souls are eternal. Faith says reunion awaits. Faith says suffering will not last forever. In prayer, tears find peace. In scripture, hearts find guidance. In silence, the Spirit finds God. Faith does not erase loss, but it gives loss a horizon of hope. It tells us that love is bigger than death. It tells us that life is not meaningless. It tells us that even in sorrow, we are held by divine love. Healing also invites us to live with deeper purpose. Loss reminds us that time is precious. It reminds us that love is fragile. It reminds us that life is short. So we learn to love more freely. We learn to forgive more quickly. We learn to speak kindness while there is still time. We learn to cherish every sunrise. We learn to treasure every hug. Loss shapes us into more mindful souls. It makes us aware of what matters most. And this awareness can guide our new life. Sometimes healing means serving others. Pain teaches empathy. Empathy inspires service. When we comfort another grieving soul, our own heart heals a little. When we give hope to someone broken, our own spirit becomes stronger. Service transforms grief into love in action. It turns suffering into compassion. It turns loss into legacy. Your pain can be the seed of healing for someone else. And through that gift, you heal too. Healing is not forgetting. Healing is remembering with love instead of only pain. It is living with sorrow but not drowning in it. It is carrying memory as a treasure instead of a weight. It is walking forward while holding hands with the past. The heart never forgets, but the heart can grow. It can expand to hold both grief and joy. It can expand to carry loss and hope together. That is healing. And so the journey continues. Step by step. Breath by breath. Tear by tear. Smile by smile. It is slow. It is hard. But it is possible. Healing does not mean the end of grief. Healing means learning to live again with love. Healing means letting hope rise even in the shadow of loss. Healing means believing that joy can return. Healing means knowing that love is eternal, and you are never truly alone.